Hi, guys, and welcome to week 2 of Ethics and Cultural Competence for the Helping Profession. This week, I am going to go over what is in the week 2 folder so that you have an idea. I did get some feedback from people who said they did like the fact that I was doing a video to kind of go over what was ahead for that week. As you click on the week 2 folder, what you're going to see is that I actually have it taken right out of the course outline. What week it is, what you should be working on, your assignment, your discussion, your journal. If you scroll down, you're going to see that there's a link here for the NOHS responsibility to clients. If you click on that link, it takes you right to that section off of the NOHS website. After that, what you're going to see is the What is an Ethical Dilemma article. This article is very important. If you are taking field work, you're going to need to pay especially close attention to this article as you're going to be using it for this course and also field work. I honestly would print this out if I were you guys. I think that it's very helpful, especially when you're going to be writing that ethical dilemma paper. It's good to have it out and in front of you if possible. Below that, you're going to see Steinman Chapter 1. So those are 3 different readings you have for this week. This week has a lot in it. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of action-packed here. And so those are the 3 readings that you're expected to get done. If you notice, I actually deleted the folder that said NOHS from week 1. I'm trying to minimize my folder use just because Blackboard Learn is going to be changing again in the next year or so, and we need to, minimize our folder use. So under that, I have the second assignment here. This is your NOHS responsibility to clients. So what you're going to do here is you're going to click on that link to the NOHS responsibility to clients above. You are going to read the standards. I think it's standards 1 through 9. And then you're going to construct a short paper, 1 to 2 pages, does not need to be more. Please do not overdo it. Do not stress yourself out. 1 page is absolutely fine if you're able to answer it all in 1 page. You are going to, this is a critical thinking exercise. So you really need to process the information and then think critically about it. The first part to this is you need to identify the responsibility. Well, you're reading responsibility to clients. You need to tell me in your own words, what does this particular responsibility tell you? And then you need to write what you think it means. So again, that's the critical thinking aspect here. It's not just read it and tell me what it says, read it and tell me what you think, okay? For each of those 9 standards, you're going to identify 1 to 3 professional behaviors of a human service worker as guided by the standard. Please don't do more than 3. And quite honestly, if you want to just do 1 for each, that's absolutely fine, but you need to go through each of those standards. You also need to identify 1 ethical issue that could occur in practice related to each standards. So you're looking at, standard 1, and you can just put it bold, you could put it as, an asterisk, however you want to write it, or just have a paragraph that has standard 1 and then move to the next paragraph, standard 2, whatever you're comfortable with, because you still need to have the APA format, okay? And you still need to cite the Code of Ethics, but how you do it is up to you. It's good to combine them though, so that you can say standard 1, this is a professional behavior, and then this is an ethical issue, and that should be able to help you organize it, in that way. Again, like I said, I'm okay if you bullet it or you do more of an outline format for making sure you cover each of the 9 standards. Again, just make sure you have that APA and that you do a title page and a reference page. So you really need to think critically about the Code of Ethics. And we're going to do this for every section. That's the assignment for this whole first section of the course. You'll be doing this week to week on different sections of the Code of Ethics. Below that, what you're going to see is the discussion board. So the discussion board digs right into the article that you're reading. And the article goes right off of also the Steinman chapter, because it's all about ethical dilemmas here. It's in your own words, what is an ethical dilemma, and provide an example of an ethical dilemma. And then when you talk to your peers, when you reply to those peers, make sure you analyze their ethical dilemmas. Talk this out. Ethical dilemmas can be really, really tricky and confusing. And I just want to make sure that you have a good dialogue with each other and that you're able to look at the examples that each of you are giving and really critically think about those examples. And as you get through the ethical dilemma article and the ethical dilemma chapter from the book, know that ethical dilemmas are hard for everyone in the beginning. You will get there, and that is why I'm saying print off that article, and we're going to be going over this. Journal number 2 is what circumstances are you most likely to fall into an ethical trap? And make sure you're reading that Simon chapter 1, and that will explain that to you. Also, I don't want to say too much, but yet not quite enough, so make sure you do the readings, and there is a lot of readings for this week. And then there's extra credit this week. So if you'll notice in the course outline, there's extra credit for the first, I want to say, or for weeks 2 through 6, perhaps. And it is to do questions 1 and 2 from that ethical dilemma paper. The reason that I do this is that this paper is a hard paper, number 1. But if you hand it in for extra credit, you'll get extra credit, but also my corrections will be on there. So this will help you in putting your paper together when it's due. And I believe it's due week 7, if I'm not mistaken. I have to kind of go through here and look, but yes, it is week 7 that it's due. And so the next 4 weeks, I put up different questions and give you extra credit. It's not a lot of extra credit. Combined, I think it's 30 points. And it's 5 points for each of them, I believe, or something, 5 points for each question. I'm not 100% sure. I think the total you can get if you answer all of them would be 30 points. So, do this. Please, these 2 questions, define the term ethical dilemma and how is it different from the ethical issue. It goes right into the work you're already doing this week. It'll help you in learning what the difference is and how they play into each other, and then set you up for success in the ethical dilemma paper. That's the whole point. So I know it looks like a lot when you look at it. It is a lot of work. This course, again, centers around critical thinking. So you have to really be able to dig into this material and think critically on it. It's not just telling me what the material is. It's not memorizing something and then telling me what it says. This you need to think about, in different ways, in different lights, through different lenses, to really think critically about the material. All right, guys, well, that's what you have for this week. I hope that my reiterating everything helps. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me an email. Remember that the college is closed this coming Monday, September 4th, for Labor Day. But I do have office hours on Tuesday. So if you have any questions, please send me an email. All right, thanks. Have a great week, guys. Bye.